When it's real, you better grasp the steel. When it's real, you better run the field. No amount of words can save you now. When it's real, I'll meet you in hell. When it's real, you better grasp the steel. When it's real, you better run the field. No amount of words can save you now. When it's real, I'll meet you in hell. Better tiptoe as you're walking around eggshells. The shells be shot at you through your window. Every time you try to lie and tell me I ain't been dope, or pretend you're not in deep, know about my name like you don't even know me. But a month ago, you been trying to blow me. There'll be a day when I finally meet face to face, and you'll have the opportunity to say, repeat what you said online on the streets, and you better not have cold feet, cause I'll eat you alive like a green buffet of fresh air. You can meet me outside. Call it Sunday, cause it'll be your last feast when you meet at night. When you meet me, we'll see if your hype is well deserved. Yeah, big case of chump. Let's see if you maintain the image, I'll fuck you up.
Yeah. Chop it up, chop it up. Chop it up, chop it up. Chop it up, chop it up, let's talk. Let's talk. Chop it up, chop it up. Chop it up, chop it up. Chop it up, chop it up, let's talk. Let's talk. Chop it up, chop it up. Chop it up, chop it up. Chop it up, chop it up, let's talk. Chop it up.
Yo, it's the Chop It Up podcast. It's your boy Hawklyfe.
Yo, what's up? It's Murrls here, and we got a very special guest in the building. Hawk, if you would do the introductions.
Here's a man of many names. Prymal, Lion, a legend. Introduce yourself. Let the people know who he is, man.
Yo, thank you for the introduction. It's Prymal. Yeah, I'm an Australian-based rapper in Melbourne City. You know how it be. Working on an EP and an album. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem, man. We actually the ones that should be honored that you graced us with your presence.
Oh, man, thank you.
But tell us about the music scene in Australia. How is it different from the U.S. if you ever experienced any of it?
Man, I really feel like it's a well of untapped potential.
Mm-hmm.
There really isn't like a big scene. It's really in its underground stages. What I'm hoping to do is, bring it out, and hopefully I can elevate my peers with me musically, and just go into different avenues, try new things, and really just expand the city and in the country's artistry.
Oh, definitely. When it comes to your creative process and writing, how does that go for you?
Well, initially you obviously start with a beat, then you will, what I do is I go on Discord servers and try to find producers, right? I got a few contacts that I've got really close with, so Domination, shout out to him. He's a really dope producer. He's working on many beats on my album. I think he's doing 7 beats. And once I, get the beats, we go through what I'm looking for. Then I'll start the writing process, and just make magic that way.
Definitely.
Interesting. So it's definitely a more organic experience. I like to hear that. I always like to hear when people are on a level basis, other than playing the beat stars or the whatever million different ways you can sell beats on YouTube or whatever. I've never really delved into it because it's not very personal for me, and I like to be personal with what I do. Like the guy we were talking about earlier, we were just chopping it up, having a good conversation. That's really what I think it's all about. What you mentioned the dude Domination. What has been the pros and cons of working in that more organic, natural set? Have you ever messed with BeatStars or other platforms like that? What is your personal perspective and experiences on that?
Really, I don't see any cons. It's just a very, as you said, organic, natural experience. We just workshop it, and we're putting passion and creativity into that, and that's what I think is beautiful about the music that we're doing, especially for the album. It is a very natural process. The album it's really a metaphor for my mind, how I see things, how I see myself, the world, and the organic process really amplifies that.
Okay, yeah. Awesome.
Thank you, man.
Your style is unique. What artists influences your style?
Damn, across the board, obviously Eminem, Hobson, Joyner Lucas, Royce the 5'9", Man Nas, Ice Cube. It's I really feel like I am an amalgamation of a lot of artists, Tupac even. Yeah, but I always try to be unique and individual to myself, and
just be me.
I mean, you got it. At the end of the day, you don't want to. I guess Jorno Lucas, Mask Off, Mask On. He did the remix for
Yeah.
that, which was. I don't know, man. He did a really good remix. Royce the 5'9", also, who you mentioned, did in my opinion, a better remix. I don't know if you've heard that version. Fucking spectacular. Holy shit, it was amazing.
He is just such a poet, and not even just his rap, but like the way that the man, thinks, and it's just incredible.
So, what's your favorite Royce the 5'9" projects that he's produced? Don't exclude anything. The Slaughterhouse shit, the works with DJ Premier. What hit you the best and why?
Man, the Slaughterhouse was it was done at the right time. I wish it would have gone on for longer. Just 4 amazing artists: Royce, Joel, Joe Budden, Crooked. It was just something really special. I haven't delved deep into his discography, but from what I have heard, it's just been amazing and excellent. I haven't heard anything less than good, like less than a 7.5 for him. He's always consistent, and that's what I really want to reflect in my work too, the consistency. And so yeah, even with his newer stuff, Book of Ryan, Allegory, he's
those
really
were
been
really good. Those were really good. I'll take that. Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
Book of Ryan, holy shit.
Damn.
He had to come back and say, "I'm sorry, I got too personal on the on Book of Ryan." He said that in the Allegory, and I was like, "Damn,
No,
you're
I
actually
like
right."
personal shit, man. Yeah, like Cocaine really hit, and even Caterpillar of Eminem, that was just dope because it was.
I didn't know that he could sing. I didn't know he could sing till Cocaine.
Right, man. It just really hit differently,
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know if you've heard it, but if I had to recommend it, I would look into the Prime series. DJ Premier, an amazing beat maker producer. He made 2 albums of Royce, the 5'9", and they are off the wall amazing. Yeah, it's called Prime and Prime 2.
Damn,
as a Royce
Prymal?
fan, you'll yeah, something like that. It's like P rhyme is what they're is phonetically what it looks like.
Dope.
But yeah, you'll enjoy that. If you like some Royce the 5'9" shit, you'll enjoy that.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, definitely. How long you been making music?
Jeez, I've been recording for maybe a year and a quarter, but I've been, writing, freestyles and schoolyard shit for like maybe 3 years, 4 years maybe.
Nice. What
now the coaches.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and hop.
Nah, go ahead.
Oh, what digital audio workstation do you use, or do you prefer, and why?
I record in GarageBand, but then I bring the vocals into FL Studio.
A man after my own taste. Holy shit, I do the same fucking thing.
Yo, yeah, man, that's dope. But I don't mix my stuff. I'll let the homie LOD mix, or Nameless, or Jaden, or whatnot. But yeah, I'm still really new to this recording thing. So I don't really tamper with things too much because I don't, want to mess it up or anything like that. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, GarageBand's great for recording and mixing the individual stems, but it's terrible when you want to add buses or side chains or actually mix it in together. It actually has no component, and the reason behind it, and it's very sinister, is that they want you to buy Logic. Logic has all those things. It's the other half of GarageBand that you want.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, what you want to come from your music career? Like, what are you trying to do? You want fame? You want creative control? What's your goal?
Yeah, good question. I want to prioritize, obviously, the artistry behind it. Fame is obviously good. I do want fame. I do want money, but the artistry and like the respect from the culture. That's probably the priority, the end all be all, because money's great. If I make money, that's awesome, obviously. But yeah, just the respect from the culture is really what I want to portray and push through stories and just like art through my projects.
That's definitely a good answer. We was just talking about this in the last podcast. Sometimes it's not always about what your craft is. It's about who you know and the connections you make. And that's important to have a great first impression and to
Yeah, for
have that
sure.
of your peers, because your
Mm,
peers are going to be the ones that help you uh reach that plateau that you're trying to get to.
100%. Yeah.
Um, like you got any projects coming out you want to tell the people about what they need
Yeah.
to be out for? Mm.
Yeah. In a few weeks, I got my EP blown off steam. Well, this one is just like an introductory project. It's not nothing big or spectacular. I just use Free for Profits beats off YouTube. But the next one will be an album, The Lion's Den, which is really my heart and soul. Been working with big producers to do custom beats for that. Got some really unique sort of type of songs, and it's like things across the board. There's something for everyone, I feel, and yeah, I really wanted to outline who I am in the start of my career and just see where that takes me one step at a time.
Dope. So I definitely want to get into that a little bit later, but right now I have a question. So
Mm-hmm.
you like Joyner Lucas? You obviously state him as an influence.
Yeah,
So I'm assuming that you heard the Joyner Lucas Tory Lanez beef and the battles that came from that, right?
yeah.
So in my opinion, that was the best battles that we've seen in the second half of this decade or the last decade. There were some pretty good ones before that, but it was really a good 5-year period where that was the best.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who would you like to see go up and do something of that category? And I'm not talking a serious beef. I'm talking about just records back and forth.
Just
Super
sparring,
speed.
yeah.
Yeah. Who would you like to see? What do you think would be the best battle, and who would you like to see most?
Jeez, man. Oh, who would I like to see? Man, if Hobson and Joyner Lucas went at it, I think that would be dope.
Who do you think would win?
Oh my god, that's like choosing a child. Oh my god, maybe Joyner edges it out. Oh my god, I hated answering
Who do you
that,
think
man.
won the Joyner Lucas Tory Lanez battle?
Man, I will say Joyner, but I will say Tory Lanez really, really did surprise me. Like, I was not expecting that from a melodic rapper.
Same. I do think Joyner had the more intricacies in there,
Mm.
but
Yeah, but
Tory,
that's his
man,
bag.
what some heat that Tory brought.
Yeah, for sure. But like, that's Joyner's bag at the end of the day. So, you expecting Joyner to win. Tory Lanez was the underdog, and he did surprise a lot of people. So, props to him.
Yeah. No kidding. He definitely. I wouldn't fuck with him. He had some heat in that.
Yeah. There's a lot of artists out now. Some of them are repetitive,
Mm.
and they all got like the same styles and the same flow. What makes you stick out from the pack?
Wow. I really don't like. I try to break myself out of the lyrical miracle shit. Like, my big peeve is people confuse what lyricism is. They think it's like just strictly the technical aspect, but no, the definition of lyricism is conveying emotion in a creative way, and that's really what I focus on, as well as projecting a story out. And that's where I think my biggest part of influence from Joyner comes from, the storytelling aspect, and hopefully that can really propel me into my creative aspirations with it.
Storytelling is the one way that I've seen has been the most successful. A person
For sure, yeah.
story can exceed beyond measure.
Mm.
And that's what a lot of his, like I said in previous podcasts, a lot of music these days are missing that part. Like you rarely get artists that'll come out every 2-3 years that can give you that, like a Rod Wave or Jack Boy. If you're familiar with Miami rap scene, Florida rap scene, those guys,
Or a Ski Mask. Speaking of the Florida rap scene,
right? They give you them stories. They give you some list to Kevin Gates, even though he said a lot of explicit shit. It's real raw and it's real his life. He give you the real. They actually got rappers that actually living what they talk, and they got something that's not, but they got something that is. They got some, and I like a person that tell a great story, because if you can start telling me a story and make me want to hear the whole story, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gold, man. Yeah, and about what you said about speaking how you live, that's really important to me too. Not putting up a front of who you are. And if you're portraying a character, that's fine, but you got to make it clear that that's a character, and you got to be real with who you are.
6ix9ine,
Oh
take
yeah,
notes.
100%.
6ix9ine, take notes and stop trolling.
6ix9ine, man.
Slide.
Jeez. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And that's the crazy thing. Originality is so much key. So
Yeah,
much.
for sure, man. For sure.
So when going back to Joyner Lucas, we can put his name in the tab at this point, since we're talking about him. Have you heard the album 508, 507, 2209?
Yo, that's his best work, man. That by far is his best work.
The first thing I thought about when you said storytelling was the way he had arrangement of his stuff on that album. I mean, we can talk about Fuck You Mean going in to Keep It 100. We can talk about Just Because going in the Lullaby, going in the Way to Go. We can talk
Just
about
Like You.
Forever going into I Need More.
Mm.
Why
Damn.
do you think that works so well, and what have you learned from it? And also, how do you prefer to do your arrangement with having influences like that have such a high standard of conceptualness to their work?
Right, yeah. Well, why I think it works is because obviously it's a narrative. It's a progression of his growth, how his history and his past has affected him, and the consequences, either good or bad. And 508 is definitely in my top 5, maybe my top 3 albums. Because it's just such a must.
That's my favorite by him.
Yeah,
Hasn't made anything as good since.
Far out, man. That's true, and I'm hoping he does even better. But like that's a really high bar because it's just such a masterpiece, man. And with my first album, especially The Lion's Den, it's going to be very conceptual because it is about me, the way I see things, my mind, and Joyner has been, along with Eminem and Hobson, my 3 biggest influences in that regard. And I gotta thank them eternally. You'll never ever hear me say one negative thing about those guys because they helped build me and my artistry.
Exactly. I'm a big Eminem fan myself.
Yeah.
I grew up in the era where I got to experience Tupac, Biggie.
Yeah, man. I wish I was from that era.
I got to experience.
Wait, how old are you? Sorry to interrupt. How old are you, Prymal?
Sorry, I'm 18.
Oh wow, you have a very mature sounding voice, my friend.
Thank you. It's Sicilian in me.
Okay.
Also paired with the fact of your knowledge of hip hop, like I know a lot of people say, I like Eminem, I like this, I like that, but you actually have a little bit more depth than some of the younger kids we speak to, and you totally had me fueled. You totally had me fooled.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. Sorry.
Like I was saying, Eminem, one of my biggest influences. Eminem, Jay-Z. Like I said, I was around in that time when they was in their prime, and I got to experience that. And like I said, I've been an Eminem fan since he was Slim Shady, and he grew to Marshall Mathers.
Yeah.
I watched his growth, and I watched everything that he did and his influence. If I had somebody that I would love to collab with, it would be Eminem. Who would be your dream collab?
Jeez, yeah, Eminem too. He's the reason that I started rapping. Obviously, yeah, his newer stuff has been present, and I've grown up through that. But I go back to all the stuff, for influences. I really don't like to box myself in. The old Eminem, the Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP, to the Eminem Show. The Eminem Show is my favorite album of all time. So, yeah, I really do love that older style Eminem, and you can hear that in tracks I've already released. Can You Help Me Find the Sanity of Nameless and Deranged with LOD. I take inspirations, and it's an homage to Marshall. And one day, if I do get to make a collab track, I'd really like to make something that's very artistically fueled, not just hippity flippity hippity whippity,
Yes, 100%. And I tell kids that, okay, so because we do a podcast, because we basically staff this server, I work as staff in another server, and then I help co-run another server. There are a lot of little kids out in Discord, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Way younger than you, man. Way younger than you. And like they all want to rap the lyrical, miracle, spiritual, habitual, and all that stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no matter how good you get, at the end of the day, no one wants to hear you rap about how good you rap. And it hurts a lot of people. Why do you think that hurts a lot of people? And what do you think are ways to combat that initial, well, I can just rap about how good I rap?
Okay, where I think that stemmed from is I feel like a lot of the lyrical miracle people have only witnessed Recovery, Eminem, and Ford. I don't think they, have really been influenced by his earlier stuff. And if they have, I think they've only been influenced by Marshall Mathers and maybe his inner circle, and that's it. I don't think they've expanded, their horizons to hip hop culture. I don't think they really, are respectful and love the culture the way, say, I do. I think their horizons are very thin, and I think because that's all they've been exposed to, their brain has been conditioned in that manner where they think that's type priority and that's all there is. And I think it's very unhealthy. That's why I've tried to coach people like LOD, man. The growth that he's had is incredible, and he's still growing. I'm still growing. I have a lot, and I mean a lot, to improve on, but that's what excites me. That's what motivates me. It's kind of like euphoric when I'm getting better, and I'll take people under my wing like LOD. I've made good friends with another Australian artist from Brisbane. His name is Empathy. He is dope. We help each other out, man, and that's what's beautiful. Soul. He's really popular here.
Oh, A-Soul, yes.
Yeah.
Best battle I've got to edit yet. I am waiting. If no one comes and battles him, I will fucking wreck your shit, Soul. Come on, let's fucking do it. I am the macho man. The cream will rise to the top. No, I'm just playing.
He is a monster, man. He's a monster. We have a few things planned on my album, on my next album. We want to do a collaboration album. Man, he is dope. Like nothing negative to say about that dude, except for his equipment. Soul, I'm telling you now, get $100 mic, I'll buy you one. Seriously.
Or come win a battle, because by the end of this year, we look to have competitions where we will be handing out microphones, because that is a scourge. People are playing on $20 mics on iPhones, and we're trying to up their game. This is an ad brought to you by us.
Get involved, Alex. Come on, man.
But yeah, no, I have nothing bad to say about him. I've only heard one battle from him, but he is my favorite of this league that we got going on, and I cannot wait for another match to hear him.
Yeah, man. If I'm ever going to be in one of these battles, it better be against him.
Hey, we can set it up. There should be a 2-on-2 going. Maybe you won't have to be against him. Maybe you and him can pair up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe. That'd be dope. Because he has so much untapped potential, especially with his creative side. He's got his technical side down pat, man. But like once he really goes into his creative side, I know he's working on some big things. But man, be excited for that because it's gonna be dope.
Tell the people what platforms you're on, where they can find you, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Prymal on YouTube. I'm gonna be releasing on Spotify and iTunes. Hopefully, I'm the Prymal on Instagram and SoundCloud. Prymal too. So you can find me on any of those platforms, and I'll get back to you, man. I'm really big on communication with my fans, and even when I do get famous, that is a priority to be really engaging, because like I feel like that's another way I can improve. I'm really big on improvement.
Oh yeah, man, definitely.
100%. And I know you asked me earlier about the cipher. We never got back to, or like we never touched base again. I'm gonna use this time to also give another ad out.
No worries.
We plan on doing a cipher every month. The first one came out without a hitch. We're going to continue to get people during the end of this first week of September. And during the next week of September, we hope to meet with more of you people, including Prymal, at some point.
Yeah.
And by the third week of September, we shall have all chosen a beat. That way, no one's left out. Mm-hmm. And by the fourth week of September, the third week of September, meaning y'all will record your verse, not on an iPhone and not on a $20 mic. And on the fourth week, you will get those stems back to me, and I'll have it out on YouTube.
Awesome, man. I'm gonna kill it, man. I'm gonna go beast on that shit.
Yeah, man.
We did a boom bap one last time. What type of beat do you think we should do this time?
Wow. Yeah, I really am not one to box myself in. I would go in anything and just give it my best shot and try to kill that style. Because I really don't want to be looked at as that type of rapper. I want to be everywhere and anywhere and be the best I can at it. Sorry if I say like every 10 seconds.
We're from Texas, or I'm from Texas, and he's right next to me from Louisiana. So we say "nah, I mean."
Yeah.
You said like we have a bunch of colloquialisms that I think Southern people say way too much, but I say it way too much. So what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Man, we enjoyed your time, man. We enjoyed interview you. Look, check him out on Spotify, YouTube, every platform that he's on, Instagram. Check out his music. Check out everything he got coming out next. Man, it's been
Thank you, man.
Oh, no problem, man. It's been the Chop It Up podcast. I'm your boy Hawklyfe.
What's up? This is Murrls, and we're out of here.
Chop it up. That's tough.
I'm on this hit and it's mind-boggling to think of a situation where I'm stopping shit, or a situation where I put the mic down, best of the business, throwing crown my crown, like an anaphylactic shock, release an animal captive thought on God. It might be time to take it back to a period where I was more outspoken about crap, calamity, because of an overarching sense of aggression and vanity. Prymal, that's right, I'm back from the attic, like a fly mat with Aladdin, hovering high above you other slots and side chicks with a right hit to the cranium. Take another look, who you facing, son? About as verbally conscious, incels, boxing, no gears in training, but nothing to lose because I aren't financially gaining. Use a bulldoze over my opponents in my battle days. Who knows what my next focus will be or who I will attack? All I know is I'm a snap if I don't get a spark back and rain unholy thunder. Like knowing that I'm somber, not psych, but I keep it to the pad while I'm in lockdown. I might just box someone twice my size, still get that knocked down. Like I'm wheezy for breath and he's pleading for death, so I eradicate their whole cancer, assimilate to my whole plans. That means you shouldn't be so surprised when I seek my teeth in a human meat. This is a classic me, back in the years where I'd go 101 in schoolyard, lyrically solid just for fun. Forget shooting a gun, a sword in a steel pipe is what I shoved up people's butts. Crazy sadistic, though lyrically gifted, do not get it twisted because the point will be missed and missed it. Can't see it through the fog like I regroup my squad, riding down Melbourne with mates, blaring dead wrong. Back when facing me was similar to attaining cardiac, when I wasn't even thinking about earning sacks because that was a foreign concept. Fuck a gymnasium, school content, rough and funk tricks like the red homies and snitch in prison. The coldest motherfucker on this planet, so watch who you dissing or may walk out with a separated jaw. Better yet, may not walk out this house at all. So proceed with caution, this game ain't a thing I'll ever be divorcing, and it's coursing through my veins 24/7, so you better take care of that existential draining fire like a geyser filled with lava, eating spicy pasta. That means I'm too hot for these new thoughts who love to talk trash, say some dumb shit, make me in person get bashed with my plan of attack. I'll be on the same wavelength I'm on now to an old man with shaking hands, shooting rubber bands at another man in a teach position. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening, but I can't be held responsible for your well-being or safety. Say what you want, I don't give a fuck if you hate me. Ho, fuck you listening to. I'll dish your wife, your kids, and you all at once to get enough opportunity to pump my rust into a nice butt of a back of a slot with tats, piercings, and chains. Have her on her knees, giving me love, daring brain. On her knees, begging me to release my seed. Okay, pride, that's way too graphic. Oh no, brother, you don't want me to get to my murder shit now. That would be tragic. So let me recite some lines to prove I'm nice with mine and bright with rhymes. The way I've always been, just pass me the pen. But the solemn ass truth is that I'll be spilling bars. Something I'm gonna do to I lose any ability to function or even move. So you can get that idea out your head that there's a snowball chance in hell that Pride of L on a track of battle against another person would ever lose. Could probably a rapper, supercomputer, no loser, just future schemes and running plans. As you're just speak for the less of your dreams, he's the man. Like it wasn't already common knowledge, like mom's spaghetti or God likes porridge. Hell fucking yes, I'm random as hell, so you maybe wanna think twice the next time you speak the name. Pride of L. Back to Prymal, enough of my twisted personality. These bashing insanity, about to showcase exactly why. You don't wanna miss a fever of us, my guy. In a battle and crazy, you can get anywhere. This in the ring, if you face me, yours will have blisters. So you're a threat to domination and me a fictitious because lyrically it's time where I am most vicious. You have a better chance trying to knock me out, but even in that case I still got doubt. Have you not heard of unit, Prymal and Pride of Val? With empathy and LOD and soul we broke the mold. Oh, we storming now, down to your castle to defeat every lost household in opposition. So never ever get this shit twisted, my peak I haven't even come close to hitting us. No exaggeration when a grown man claim the kid's gifted. So keep complaining me and then you will see what punishment is really like. Makes no sense, so fact to me. Like, why you begging on your knees to bleed? That's the result of the cash of beat when I grip mics. Spinning good riddance when you're out of my sight, and I only feel awake in the middle of the night. Yes, I got a problem, and yes, I try to solve it, but talking trash to me, well, that's really bold, bitch. I am not a chump, not who you face on average. The result of fucking me will leave you in anguish. Yo, this is last warning before I blow. So I'm gonna ask you to chillax, sit back, enjoy Promise Show. Blowing off steam, tune in for the line stand. Prymal, Pride of Val.